come back on a bridge
Shooting
and yell,
from the
bitty
hip.
bitty bomb bomb. Tonight's your night.
I can see you.
Now, to our left is the Omni La Mansion, the mansion. This hotel was in 1852 at Sister Mary's School for Boys and later became Sister Mary's Academy, Sister Mary's Law School. They moved to a new location, two students bought the property and made it into the hotel it is today. The hotel was rated one of the top 5 hotels in the world, and it was on the show Lifestyles, the Rich and Famous twice. It doesn't count, an episode was a rerun, but it's really cool bragging rights, so we still bring it up. It's a really nice hotel. Now, you folks are going to see an optical illusion. When you come out from underneath this bridge, turn your body to the left and look up as high as you can. The building on the left will appear to be a flat, freestanding wall. It's an optical illusion, so everybody just turn to the left and look up right about now.
Wow, that is weird. That is weird.
That is the Nick Hospital. It opened in 1930, San Antonio's first full-service hospital. Carol Burnett was born there, Oliver North was born there. And if you look below the third row of windows, you can see these little faces. They're called grotesque. Those 4 faces in. The guy has long hair and glasses. Looks like John Lennon. It's easy if you imagine. What most people don't notice about our hospital is a Bubba Gump shrimp in the basement. Yeah, you don't see that every day. I do. Every 30 minutes. Straight ahead's the Hyatt. The Hyatt was built short because the Alamo's a block behind it. The Alamo's a war memorial, illegal to cast a shadow onto it. So he built the Hyatt to a perfect height. It never cast a shadow onto the Alamo. How many of you have been to the Alamo?
Huh?
All right. How many has been to the basement in the Alamo? Good, there's no basement in the Alamo. It's a trick question.
I'm not parked very much further away.
Now, the bridge you're about to go under
This way,
is filled
the
with
next
bats.
bridge is
When
Navarro.
the sun goes down, the bats come flying out. The bats will circle around for a little bit.
It's a
And
$20
they'll go
parking,
after
but
the smallest person they can find.
I'm not worried about how many.
Now, the secret is don't be the slowest. Trip somebody and run. My dad told me that when I was a kid, and I missed my brother. Should have been faster. You can't see the bats because they're inside the bridge, but if you look back towards me for a moment, see the pillar right here? As soon as you pass it, look up to the top where the beams connect. There's a big hole by the beam.
Yeah.
See the hole? That's where all the bats come flying out from. So if you guys are out here about 6:50, you can see that happen.
Bat guano.
Now, to our right is the Casino Club building. It opened in 1927.
What's over there? 1927.
Social club and office building.
Social club.
Now it's a restaurant on the lower level and an apartment on
Watch
the
the
upper
pigeons.
level. One of the occupants used to live there was Allie Taylor.
Crockett
Allie
Street.
Taylor wrote many books, some became movies. One you might be familiar with is Roots. And right here is River Square, restaurants and shops. When you go by the restaurants, the people outside are going to stare at
Hey, where
you.
we were at?
Please stare right back at them.
We were there. Weren't we?
Show them your teeth, it's a sign of dominance. Let them know we're not on the menu. You can wave at the people if you want. This is standard wave, minimal effort. If you want to get fancy, you do like a wrist-to-wrist elbow. If you have the energy, you can Forrest Gump it. And if you want to make someone feel uncomfortable, you just point and stare. Linger it out there.
What?
Now all the ducks hang out by the restaurants because everybody outside feeds them tortilla chips. Every duck you've seen is corn-fed, free-range, and delicious.
I don't want my nose all over TV now.
Now, coming up on our right is the Clifford Building.
To the right.
It was the office of Robert H. Hugman. He's the man that designed the Riverwalk. You're going to see his name above the umbrellas
Whoa,
to your right.
that
You're
bird
gonna see
just
his
missed.
office
Bombers are
below
coming
the
in awful
umbrellas
low.
to your right. And there's a bust of him by the staircase to your right. The guy
This would
with
be
the
a
arms
challenge
over there,
for the auto
yeah, he
exposure.
designed the Riverwalk.
With the,
In real life,
That
he
camera
was-
off me.
what's right on you?
He was taller.
Looked into it.
This is cool. This is really cool.
Right here is Costa Rio. Costa Rio is one of the oldest restaurants out here. It opened in 1946. They introduced Riverside Dining and Dining on Boat.
That was the centennial.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
Dina,
But it's owned by a German family.
that helps.
Yeah, they've owned it for 5 generations. You guys
Laura.
look up and to your left is a bright yellow thing. That's the sun. Don't look at it too long, it'll hurt your eyes. There's also a sculpture up and to your left called the Friendship Torch. It was a gift from Mexico in 2002. The artist that created it, Sebastian, abstract art, 65 feet tall, weighs 45 tons. And now we're in the man-made section. This section's 5 feet deep, concrete bottom. It was built for the hemisphere of 1968. I like this section. I have seen more people fall in right here anywhere else on the river. I don't know why it happens so often, but man, is it fun to watch. I was out here one night, I got 5 in a row. There are 5 young ladies on the left that are walking arm in arm. The girl in the middle tripped. The domino effect. Whole team shuffle. All we heard was creak. So if you're walking with someone tonight and they trip, you want to let them go. Now, straight ahead are the 2 Marriott. Taller one's the Marriott River Center. Shorter one's the Marriott River Walk. Before the Marriotts could be built there was a hotel there called the Fairmont. Fairmont being a historical building, we couldn't destroy it, we moved it. The Fairmont now sits on Alamo and Nuevo Street. In the Guinness Book of Records, from the largest buildings ever moved on street level. 3-story hotel weighs 16,000 tons. When they moved it, people stood outside and they watched it go by. This all happened before the internet. Kids, there was a time when there was no internet. People went outside. TV turned off at midnight. SUVs are called station wagons. Cameras have film. Lawn darts are legal. But now we're about to go into the convention center. Convention center is named after Henry B. Gonzalez. Henry B. Gonzalez was the first Mexican-American to be elected to the House of Representatives after 1961. Now, when you come around the corner, you're going to see these roots shooting out of the ground. They're called cypress knees. These roots stabilize the tree and they store water. In certain areas, these roots will go anywhere between 3 feet and 5 feet. But here they only grow a foot due to our lack of rainfall. The ducks sleep among the roots at night. They use them like camouflage. We call it duckaflage. Our patent still pending. And now I need you guys to do me a favor. On the count of 3, I need all of you to lean to the right. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Just lean right. A little bit more. A little bit more. Pivot. 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 Okay, back to where you were. Way to go, team. That was all you. You guys corner like you're on rails. Welcome to the convention center. Now, right in front of us is a big glass bridge. That glass bridge is made of safety glass. They say you can't break it. I say you can. I believe in you. The tent was added to it because it was clear. And when it was clear, ducks would fly into it like a Windex commercial. None of them got hurt. They all had Aflac. One of them flipped his feet like Owen Wilson. Strange looking bird. Now, the river dead ends right here. Beyond this point and the Fair Park, Towers of America, and the Institute of Texan Culture. It's a nice walk, a lot of art, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to see, a lot of things to try.
Yeah.
Now, have any of you been on the boat ride before today? Anybody? No? Okay, so these boats are 2 years old. They're electric, and they're a lot wider than the old boats. The boats before this were skinnier, lower to the water, and they were really loud, and they would circle the island. We no longer circle the island because whoever designed our boats never actually used it. There's a set of rails on this side of the island over here to the left. The one closest to the island broke, and when the first new boat tried to go through there, the rail ripped a hole in the boat. The boat sank in under 2 minutes. There were no survivors. Everybody on the boat was 3'11". People said it was a small tragedy. You guys didn't hear about it? It's a real short story in the news.
He said most of it's true, remember?
Now,
This is
this
the
doesn't
part.
work for everybody. It only works if you're sitting by the wood rail. You know who you are? Of course, you're by the wood rail. Okay, I'm going to stop the boat. Please look over the edge, look straight down, and you'll see something beautiful. This is your reflection. You're welcome. And remember that forever. If you're ever having a bad day, think back to the boat ride. Those of you that sat in the middle, you know you're gorgeous and you don't need my validation. When you left the hotel, you whispered, "Mission accomplished." I like the new boats because they're quieter and they're shaped like tortilla chip baskets. I don't know if you've noticed that. But now we're just a bunch of chips floating down the river looking for salsa. And that's what life's all about. Finding someone who compliments you. Now, are any of you visiting from somewhere where it's cold and you have winter? We don't do that here. We go spring, summer, summer, spring. This is spring too. Yeah. It doesn't really get too bad here during the winter. It snowed here 3 years ago. People lost their mind. We closed the airport, we shut down the highways, and every 2 minutes your phone would beep because it was a weather emergency. The people downtown panicked, but in a cool way. All the people that were here were taking the trays from the food court in the mall and sliding down this hill over here to your left. That became our first ski slope. Double diamond. Yeah. I made a snow angel in front of the Alamo. I'll have to get sick if you actually did that. Pretty sweet. Now, up and to your right is the Grand Hyatt. You see those big windows way up there? Those are townhouses. People live up there. So you get all the perks of being in a hotel. A one-bedroom unit between $300,000 and $500,000. Three-bedroom unit of $2.5 million. We have a private pool on the roof. And every 30 minutes, someone points out your home to the stranger. So you got that to look forward to. Now, as we come around the corner, look back behind us, and you'll see the Tower of America. The tower is 750 feet tall, observation deck, cocktail lounge, and is a restaurant that does a revolution every hour while you eat. When it first opened, the restaurant did 15 revolutions every hour. People passed out. Plus, it was hard to get service. Every time the waiter came out, it'd be in a different section. If you guys go up there, one of you should wear green. They take your photo in front of a green screen. You wear green, you won't show up. I went up there once, I was wearing a green hoodie, a floating face, and 2 hands. It's a cool picture though, I look super thin. But now we're going into the mall. How many of you love to go to the mall? Alright, one of you. How many of you hate going to the mall? You're my people. I don't go to the mall. I get nervous when I'm in a large group, and it's hard for me to talk to strangers. You guys have no idea. The mall's like every other mall, except we've added River to it. The Yard House, Margaritaville, Dave & Buster's, Taco Bell. The fine dining has arrived.
I like the hell out of this.
Now, do any of you
Like the hell out of
love the color purple? We have a store in the mall called Primarily Purple. Everything in the store is purple, except for the workers. And no one's purple. There's another store that sells nothing but black color clothing called Hot Topic. It's like loud music and angry children. No one by the register. Now, if you guys look up in the windows, you'll see there's no one really in the mall.
A lot of people come down
So
here.
now it's time to go. You can walk around,
A lot of
see
important
what you
people.
like, and then order it on Amazon. Meet you at home, save a couple bucks, and
It's got image stabilization in it and stuff, so when you're walking, it's just sitting there like that.
Hard of port.
Bang! He ain't running nothing out.
alright.
That don't mean he won't.
Oh, there's a Legoland now. They're building an aquarium, so it gets weird. Now, those of you that were excited about purple stuff, here I'll point it out to you. So just look back at me. So you see the jewelry store on the second floor? Right here in the corner. Right above it, see? Primarily purple. So, yeah, it does exist. If you get dragged back to the mall because of that, I apologize. On your right is a daycare center.
Primarily black.
For older boys. My last boat.
Daycare center for older boys.
Chili's. What a weirdo. You gotta watch out for the plants on your right. They're incredibly poisonous. so we always stay really far away from them. Your safety
Right,
is my
right.
number one concern. Oh my God, no! If you look up at the lemon tree, that makes everything better.
Hey, that's got lemons on it.
Lemons,
That's got big lemons on it.
avocado, papaya,
That had big lemons on it.
Not in the same tree, like different.
Everybody always gets the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
So, if you guys look over here to the right when you come out from under this bridge, there's a pomegranate tree right there, like one lovely pomegranate in it. And when we come out from under this bridge, look to your right, you'll see a statue of St. Anthony de Padua, patron saint of Portugal, a gift given to us from
Oh, there he is.
Portugal. They gave it to us for our Hemisphere in '68. The Hemisphere is like a World's Fair, about 7 million people attended, and it made the Riverwalk the #2 tourist attraction in San
Well, that'd be
Antonio.
getting close to
Number
San
1 is the
Fernando.
Alamo, the #3 is the number 4 is the daycare center. Now, high and to your right is a church steeple, St. Joseph's Catholic Church, built 1868 by German settlers. They wanted a church where they could worship in their own language. They built their own church. All their stained glass supported from unit. They hold service in German every last Sunday of the month. So if any of you have a yearning to hear a German sermon
The German
last Sunday of the month, make it happen. None of you are going to yell yearning for a German sermon, but I do it for you. My church, you just can't see it on street level. The mall that we were in, they tried to buy the property from the church. The church said no, so the mall bought everything around it. Just blocked something on three sides. When they first opened the mall, the big department store was called Jofsky's. Everyone jokingly called it St. Jofsky's. Now, to your right is the Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce always makes us glad if you're interested in notice that the little business here that the Chamber is in the left of that. Now, when we come out from underneath Alamo Street, we're going to go in front of the Hilton. The Hilton Palacio del Rio, the palace on the river. The Hilton is a 500-room hotel, and it was put together in only 202 days. So a little over 7 months. What they did is modular construction, and they built the first 4 floors of it and the elevator shaft on location. So it looked like a big upside-down T. At the same time they were building the big T, every room was built on an assembly line 8 miles south of here. Every room was furnished, then brought downtown. They used 2 cranes to pick up the rooms, and they stacked them up like giant Legos. They say every room in there is soundproof, fireproof, waterproof, and explosion-proof. I don't know how you would test explosion-proof more than once, but that's what they told us. I stayed there once, the room was fireproof. Furniture is nothing. But to this day, it's still one of the most unique Hiltons in the world. Now, right past this small footbridge is La Villita. La Villita means little village, an artisan community. There's 28 little shops back there. It's a wonderful place to wander around, look at some art, and maybe even grab a souvenir. If you look to your right, you can see tourists in their natural state. I know, said it on a microphone.
That's where we got our tickets last time.
After walking 6,000.
Now, how many of you guys heard that story that everything's bigger in Texas? You are correct. The rest of you, turn to the right, look up. World's largest margarita mixer. 900,000 gallons of margarita, 12 steps to the top of it. It opens at 5. You guys want to meet up like at 5:15 or what?
Can't believe you drank the whole thing.
Right here's the Artists
It's
River
frozen,
Theater.
man.
It's an open-air theater.
It's got brain freeze
1800,
written all over
and
it.
it hosts a variety of variety shows. People recognize the stage on the right. It was in the movie Miss Congeniality. They filmed the swimsuit competition.
I don't know if it's any good, but we got it well covered.
Behind the stage, there are 5 bells. The bells are for the 5 missions. The middle bell bears the name of Robert Hugman. He's the man who designed the Riverwalk. He's He's also the guy who made bridges too low, and they nearly decapitate boat drivers.
Right here.
I used to worry about hitting my head, but honestly, I don't care anymore. It's not that I've given up, it's just I'm not tall enough to get hurt at work. Like 5'10". I get close, but yeah, if I was 6 foot, game over. Or if I was wearing heels for that 6 foot ride. On your right is a fake waterfall. If you've never seen running water, get out your camera. The waterfalls are great. They come from Bed Bath and beyond. They light up at night.
Yeah, they
Beyond
do.
the waterfalls, the Briscoe, the Western Museum, St. Anna Swords in there, Pancho Villa's last saddles in there. I like the sculpture on the right. The guy on the horse reminds me of Festus from Gunsmoke. Some of you might remember that program. If any of you are in the military, you're getting free today. Are any of you guys in the military? Well, you two, obviously, you're in uniform, but like I met the other people. But congratulations, you two. Put your hands together, please, guys. Woo! No more push-ups! Till tomorrow. The bridge in front of us knocked out one of my coworkers. It was the greatest day ever. You know that guy at work that no one likes? It was him, so we're all very happy about it. If you don't know who that is at your job, it's you. That's how that works. So just keep your head down and your hands down. Stay low. Watch out.
Jesus.
And just look back here. I'll show you what happened. He was driving. And all you heard was, Now, don't worry, though. I'm a trained
Doing that
professional.
on purpose. No shit.
On your right
What do you
is
think
a
I
tree.
thumbs down? I looked up.
It gets better. If you look to the floor, the roots of the tree make the island. The island shaped like a heart. They call it Marriage Island, and it frequents 360 marriages a year. They say if you get married on the island, you have good luck for that day. Super romantic.
The day, yeah, right.
No one talks about Divorce Island. It's on the other side of the bridge.
That's
Now,
tomorrow.
above us is the Navarro Street Bridge. In the 1800s, they called it Old Mill Crossing.
Don't touch
St. Louis
this guy. I
had a
gotta watch
crystal
the
right here,
bridges.
and it was the perfect spot to cross the river. It was frequently crossed by Teddy Roosevelt and his son. Today we call it the Tunnel of Love. Now, just around the river bend is the Bexar County Courthouse. It was built 1896, made of red sandstone and granite. It's one of the oldest still functioning courthouses here in Texas. On our left, Tower Life Building. 404 feet tall, neo-Gothic architecture. The gargoyles way up top are water spouts, and when it rains, water shoots out of them and ends up down here on the river. It's all part of the building's drainage system. When the sun goes down, the gargoyles come to life. They fight crime, and they go after bad children. Really exciting when that happens. Now, where the first floor meets the second floor are these ugly faces. They're called grotesques. They're believed to ward off evil spirits and promote good luck. They do nothing. The building was in the movie Cloak and Dagger. Eisenhower used to have an office there before he became president. Do you remember the first Ghostbusters movie? Had nothing to do with that building. I used to work there. I was an elevator operator. Yeah, I stood in the box for 8 hours a day, but now I drive in a circle to point out things. Dreams come true, children. The art major paid off. No one should look up right now. There's a bunch of pigeons above you, and they will fire when they see the whites of your eyes. If you brought a small child, you can hold them over your head. They won't remember this like we will. Now, all of you have cameras. Please get them out. This will be the most glorious photo you ever received. Are you guys ready?
There's
Okay,
ducks.
look back here. You're welcome. Now, if you look back, they say the building looks like a ship.
Oh,
A little
that's
bit,
pretty.
kind of, like a ship, yeah.
That's
They say if
pretty,
you
huh?
squint your eyes, it looks like the Titanic. If you squint them really tight, you can see Jack up front. Bob Hope made fun of it, said it was the world's largest syringe. On your right is where we hide our boats. That's the old marina. It looks like they filmed the first Saw movie in there. And don't go in there, it's creepy. Every night they split up the boats, you never know which one you're going to go to. If you're the last person to go in there, someone waits for you right here, you have 5 minutes to get out. The lights go out, the alarm goes on, and as you run for the door you hear, "Do you want to play a game?" It's pretty exciting. It's a great way to end the day. So which one of you knows how to swim? All right, you'll be okay then. It's 20 feet deep when you pass through the archway. They built the flood channel because of a hurricane. Flood waters were 11 feet higher than street level. About a third of the city was underwater. We can drain the whole Riverwalk now in 8 hours. It's really weird when they drain it because people show up and we have no water. It's like the Griswolds when they got to Holy World.
Yeah.
They used to have mud festivals.
That was my room when I first stopped last night.
We don't do that anymore. Now, up into your left, there's a bunch of locks on a chain link fence. The chapel right here, people get married, they put their name on a lock, they throw the key in the river, and your love lasts forever. It's like that bridge in Paris, except we have a Mexican restaurant next to ours. The thing about our city is we have commitment issues, so now we use combination law. It's still Rhode Island. Now, when we come out from under the bridge, on our right is the Drury Plaza Hotel. This hotel gave us 850 feet of sidewalk, so you guys can walk in a continuous loop around the river without ever going up to street level. It's a nice 2-mile walk. On our left is Main Plaza. Main Plaza would be the geographical center of San Antonio. It was established 1731. If you guys look up the staircase to your left, there's a church in the background. It's San Fernando Cathedral. Built in 1731. It's one of the oldest churches in the nation, and they still hold mass there to this very day. Very old, very lovely church. If you guys have time today, definitely go check that out.
Can't hardly see it.
We had a laser show there. It's called the Saga. It's still called the Saga. And they used these lasers, they projected them onto the church, and they told you the story of San Antonio, but the laser broke, so we're not showing it. But there's a way around that. You can stand in front of the church and pull out your phone and watch it on YouTube and just pretend like you're recording it. Yeah. Now, right in front of us is the oldest tree on the Riverwalk. That's the Montezuma cypress tree. And that tree's over 400 years old.
It's an unidentified flying.
It was planted on a Thursday. It's 1 in 7. I could be right. A huge fan of Thursday. But it is the oldest tree on the Riverwalk. They call it the sniper tree.
Wow.
Now, right here is Gate 3. Gate 3 works like a guillotine. The gate weighs 3 tons. For 2 weeks now, the gate's been dropping without reason.
Duck. Close your mouth,
You
Jim.
guys get underneath it. There's a little door I'm standing on. I would slam it shut. The whole boat would shake, and I would laugh at you. We don't do that anymore. People get really emotional. And I didn't know that guy had a pacemaker.
That pretty blue jacket looked bad with white all over it.
Now, to your right, there's a tree growing out of the wall. When the flood came through here, it pushed the tree in there, and it still grows to this day. The roots go in the wall, then back into the river, so no one has to water it. It's like the first chia pet. What's really weird is that the tree was pushed in the wall. Also on our right, the Esquire Tavern, longest wooden bar in Texas. The bar is 109 feet long, and it's the oldest bar on the Riverwalk. It opened the day Prohibition ended. Yep, when they found out it was legal, they tore down the haircut signs, and they went right back to it. But folks, we're back, and unfortunately I have to let you guys know, I don't say this to everybody, but of all the tours I've ever done, you guys by far are the most recent. I will miss you like the desert misses the rain. But thank you for visiting San Antonio and the great state of Texas. Good news, folks. Tipping the driver is allowed, accepted, and appreciated. If you had a great time, please allow me to tie down the boat. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for riding.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
28 minutes, 50 seconds.
So,
Huh?
I watched Bottle, and I watched Parade.
Looks like it's filming to me. Now here's the thing. If it would have been that other camera, you wouldn't have got none of that. It did not talk to the phone. That's all shooting from the hip.
I really want to do something.
And it works with the back window. So you can see whatever you're doing, so you don't really need a phone.
Yeah.
But you do. The phone, you frame it with the phone and stuff.
No, there's rides there.
You don't only need to set it up. See, I already had it set up.
You want to shut it off now?
Well, it says 4K. Why?
I'm not gonna go to Alaska.
Might as well kill this battery. And I still got another whole battery.
I thought we were gonna go there before.
Uh-oh, I got Tina's mouth open.
Great.
Tina, I got your yawn in there.
Now, where did you guys get on it? Where did we get on it?
Wasn't there.
Yes, it was. Wasn't it?
I don't know.
I'm sure they got to bring it back to where you started.
You don't know where the car is now, do you?
I think it was quicker.
I'm going to turn this off.